Sometimes we might have an existing list of alternatives and their attributes on our computer or in another program that we want to import into 1000minds. Instead of adding all of that data manually, 1000minds lets us import a list of alternatives from an Excel file with just a few clicks. To do this, we'll go to Alternatives in the menu on the left, and then click on Import Alternatives, and that'll bring us here. Before we import our data, we need to make sure that it is formatted so that the rows correspond to our alternatives and the attributes are in columns. So let's say we want to import this Excel sheet into 1000minds. Click on Browse, select the file, and then click Upload. Here we specify which sheet of our workbook has the data that we want to import. So we'll select that sheet from the drop-down menu. Then we click Continue. The cool thing here is that 1000minds already has all our data automatically selected, so all we have to do is double check that it's correct. And if you want to specify a different cell range than the one that's selected, we just click on the first cell of our data and drag to select the range we want to import. Then we click Continue. Now we see our data reproduced here, along with the columns of the 1000minds data sheet that we can match our data to. For example, the column that says Savings Account on our Excel sheet, we want it to be imported into the Name column in 1000minds, because this column contains our alternative names. For transaction fee, it looks like we don't already have a suitable column to import the data into, so we'll create a new attribute for this column. We can also choose to omit some columns by selecting Don't import this. This way, these columns won't be added to our 1000minds alternatives sheet. By checking the box up here, where it says Update data for any existing alternatives with the same name or custom ID, the data on the alternatives page will automatically be updated to match the data in our imported file for any alternatives in our 1000minds alternatives table that have the same name or custom ID as an alternative in our imported file. This way, we avoid adding any duplicate alternatives. Now let's check to make sure that all our columns are matched correctly. Once you're finished, we click on Check Data Structure so that 1000minds can check for us that there are no errors. Once everything is okay, click Import. Now we've successfully added all the data from our Excel file into 1000minds. And now we can do anything we want with it.